Hello, Mr. Morgan. This is Tanisha. I'm so glad that you reached out to me regarding some concerns that you have with your organization's culture. I know that we briefly spoke over the phone because you were headed out for the Thanksgiving holiday, but through the emails and our brief conversation, I've kind of worked up this little presentation to kind of jumpstart us on getting us where you need to be. First, I want to talk about organizational culture. When you think of organizational culture, you kind of want to start at the top and go down. And at the top, of course, you have your leaders. And it is important that the people that you have in these executive positions, management positions, that they are leading by example. They are showing the values and behaviors and and cultural views that you want to see within the organization. They're showing those. They're leading by example to to their staff. And in this, you have to consider it as an investment. And how much are you willing to invest to get things back to the way they were, or somewhat to the way they were? These cultures have to start with roots in order to grow and to prosper. So right now what we're gonna try to do is establish some roots. And so in order for things to grow, and where you won't have to start fresh or anything like that, you'll already have your roots, and some things may branches may break off, but for the most part your roots are still where they are. Now, we want to talk about your current employees and how they fit into your organization and the culture. As you go throughout your day, I am sure you interact with your employees. I'm not sure if it's just with executive management, or with some of the other employees that are non-management, like your administrative staff and so forth. But as you do this, open your ears, listen to what they're saying, and also listen to what they're not saying. Are they talking about customers, or are they talking about other people? And not necessarily in a negative way. Maybe they're talking about so-and-so in a meeting that came up with a good idea, or so-and-so had really good sales last week. These types of things that you may hear, and let you know exactly what's going on. And this could really put into perspective when you think of maybe putting incentives out there, or rewarding your employees for top performance. And in performance evaluations, you need to look at those as well, and sit down with your executive staff and see why the people that are performing really well, why are they performing really well? What's motivating them, and those that are not, what's not, why are they not motivated to do as well as the ones that are? Look at your office space and see who has more space than someone else, or how are these spaces constructed, and those kinds of things will help you in seeing how things come about in your organization. Also, your young executives, your young managers, you have to nurture them, and they're the future of the company, so they need to know that they are valued. And that will spread down. That will trickle down into, your non-management companies or employees. And you have your senior management. Still value their input. They may not be as young as they used to be, but they're still, valuable in what they can, teach these young leaders that you have. Now, I want to give you a couple of ideas to kind of brainstorm and get you started on thinking. You could do a cultural walk around the building, kind of see, check out the break rooms or lounge areas that maybe you have set up, and if you don't, that's something that you can think about. There's also cultural interviews, cultural surveys, and this can be conducted by an ethnographer, and we are more than happy to recommend some for you. You can contract them out, or you could, bring one in-house. It's totally up to you, and we can kind of go over the benefits of contracting versus in-house. Also, exit interviews. We spoke about turnover briefly on the phone. So if you are seeing turnover, exit interviews are a good way to kind of see, why are they leaving? Why are your employees leaving? What are the reasonings that they're deciding to leave and not stay and not grow with the company? Also, something fun to do within your organization would be charity walks or fundraisers. You could do a contest among the departments. Cancer is something that a lot of people are affected by, maybe not on a direct level within themselves, but maybe indirectly. Breast cancer, is a big one, and you could do charity walks. You could do, people could give them a list of charities, and departments can split them up and pick one and do fundraisers for it, and whoever raises the most money, there should be a prize in it for them. So those are some things that you can look at to kind of incorporate, some culture to get that laughter back, to get that fun back that you wanted to hear going down the halls. Well, Mr. Morgan, that is the end of my presentation. I hope it was well informative for you. I look forward to talking to you next week when you come in to visit at my office. We're very excited to meet with you and kind of really dig in and get some things together. You're more than welcome to reach out to my assistant after you have reviewed this, so we can kind of set up time and when you'll be coming into the office. And I look forward to talking to you soon. Have a good one.